I'm gonna tell you why I paid 10 times more for the same tool, and I love it. No regrets. Same exact tool, well, not same exact. It's a little different. This one is custom made, and I grabbed this one online from like Amazon or something. Let's get right into it. You know, in my line of work, bag making, there's a thing called binding. This is the binding, and it joins this outer layer to the inside, the lining. And it's nice and clean finish, the binding. So the tools I'm about to break down for you are binders, but what I'm saying applies to everything. You ever heard the phrase, it take money to make money, spend money to make money? It's true. Now, do it responsibly. It's not about flexing or being frivolous or careless. It's about getting the right tool to get the job done. Because when you don't have the right tool, you lose money. Sometimes y'all see me pop up on Instagram. I'll drop something and I sell a bunch of bags. Then I got to slow down and make the bags. If I don't have the right tools, the right equipment, I can't get it done. So I'm going to tell you again why I paid like 10 times more for almost the same tool. Let's start with the cheap one. When I grabbed the cheap one, and as I get into the video, I'll tell you exactly what I spent for this one versus the custom made. But when I bought this one, the binder, I wasn't trying to be cheap, right? I was relatively new to the craft. I did my research and I came across this, and it seemed like it was sufficient to get the job done. But when I put it in practice, it would jam sometimes. I would be most of the way through the project and this would jam, a stitch would skip, the fabric would tangle, and I'd have to start that part of the job all over. And what happens is you slow down your money because the job becomes stressful, right? You know, if you got most of the way through this and then you had to take it off and redo it, okay, fine. And then you do it again and pull it off again, I would have to redo these bindings like 3-4 times. You know, you're gonna go to bed by then and tackle it the next day. So now you kind of lost a day. You didn't complete a project that could have been done in a short time, right? So my point is, I wasn't trying to be a cheapskate. I bought something that I thought would work, but it doesn't. It's just something off the shelf. So now we going with the custom made, right? And the reason this costs 10 times more in this case is because the company guarantees that it will work. It's custom made for my machine. I even send them test fabric. This is like a little mock-up I sent them, right? So it's built for your material, for your machine, and they say if it doesn't work, send it back, we'll make a correction. If it doesn't work after the correction, they do another correction. Still don't work, they give you your money back. And they stand on that. So that's what it's all about when you pay way more for this product or this tool versus that tool. Sometimes it's the satisfaction, it's the ease, right? When we pay a lot more for something, it's the result you're paying for. It's the guarantee, right? It's the convenience. It's the security, right? It's the ability to make money. So it's a trade-off, because business ain't free. But when you understand your numbers, it is kind of free. Like when you get it down to a science and you understand exactly how much it costs you to sell an item, now it is kind of free, because you always trade in money, but you always get it back exponentially. So you got to know your numbers. Anyway, let's not waste time. I'm gonna show you what it is. It's a binder. Custom made, heavy metal, single fold binder. Bias binder, tape binder, right? It's an attachment, goes right on this machine. And let's do a comparison. This one is kind of flimsy. This one has like more adjustment, the possibility for more adjustment than this one. But this one is made for my machine, so it shouldn't need much adjusting, right? It's beautiful, it's nice, it's heavyweight. Let me show you where I'm going to use it next. Here's a bag I'm working on. This actually started as a Pendleton wool shawl. Beautiful shawl. So you see it's empty. So I still have to create the lining and drop it in there. When I drop the lining, I will bind the edge. And it's going to be beautiful. I'll use a piece of leather like this. But I need to know that it's going to be one and done, one shot. So, you know, that's the magic of spending 10 times more or paying whatever multiple more when you're running a business. Because again, if it's stressful, then you leave it alone and then you don't want to take orders. Who's going to take a ton of orders if they know they're going to have trouble completing them? Now, let's get down to the actual math. I keep saying I spent 10 times more for this, but check it out. This one was about $38 on Amazon. And like I said, it worked fine some of the time, right? But I would, you know, I just didn't have that security. It wasn't guaranteed to work. This one, okay, full disclosure, not clickbait. This one cost $273, right? Now, that's not quite 10 times 38. That would be $380, right? This is just $273. But the thing is, this here is single fold. That means it takes the piece of leather and folds it over one time, right? For $273. This is double fold, right? But I bought, this is my single, and I have a double fold en route from the same company. For that double fold, I'm paying about $360. So that is close to 10 times. So I bought two. I actually bought like 3 pieces of equipment. So like $700, just different attachments that go on this machine, right? And this machine, you know, was a purchase that was just supposed to be the right tool because you can't do everything on the flatbed. So understand, like, it take money to make money. Do it responsibly, right? And understand what you're paying for. You're paying for a tool that fits. You're paying for a tool that's going to allow you to breeze through projects. And hopefully you're paying for a guarantee that the product works, right? That's my story. I'm going to finish this crazy bag. Got some wool, going to throw a nice heavy canvas lining in there. Leather bottom, handcrafted leather straps. We're going to just keep doing the thing and keep getting the money because that's what it's all about. Like satisfying ourselves artistically and earning a fair wage for doing it and keeping the people happy.